How are you doing, Molly?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. Thank you for accepting my request.
Oh
I
yeah,
really
no
appreciate
problem. I was like, sounds fun.
Yeah, that's great. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Happy New Year as
Happy
well.
New Year to you as well.
Thank you. Can I just ask you to just introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Molly, and I'm from Manchester in England. But at the moment, I'm living in Berlin, in Germany,
I
and
see.
I'm a teacher, mostly English at the moment. But
Yeah.
I train to teach primary school,
Right.
and yeah, I've been teaching for like 12 years now.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So you grew up in Manchester. So
Yes,
yeah, so
exactly.
let me first introduce myself. So my name is
Yeah.
Neetu. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I am also a Cambly tutor and I've been working on Cambly for 3 years. And I was brought up in London in St. Albans
Yes,
in
St.
Hertfordshire.
Albans. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
now I live in Bangkok in Thailand. Yeah.
Oh wow. How is life in Bangkok?
It's great, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it feels like a second home because we've been here
Yes.
for 14 years. So it
Oh,
feels,
wow.
yeah, like, we're really well settled and everything. But we try to go back to England because I've got my parents and my sister there and extended
Yes.
family. Yeah, we try to go back every year to see
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I've been to Bangkok twice just to visit, and I like it. Like where I was anyway, it was like pretty chaotic, but
Oh,
I like the chaos.
right.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were? Were you like in the heart of the city?
So I remember because I went there for new when I lived in China because it's obviously a lot closer than Germany. I just went there for New Year 1 year,
Yeah.
and I was staying in like the typical tourist area, like near Khao San Road.
I see. Yeah, it's
So
really popular. Yeah.
yeah, then the first time I went was 12 years ago,
Okay.
and like we stayed in a more chilled neighborhood, but I can't remember where it
Yeah.
was actually.
I see, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for that. If you don't mind, just if we just go back to, so this is just a chance for people to just find out about you because you're like from the UK and just to hear a
Yeah.
natural conversation. That's just the purpose of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. That's great.
You're
If you don't mind, if
welcome.
we just go back to your like childhood and living in Manchester. So how would you say
Mhm.
that was? How was growing up? And how did you always know that you wanted to teach, or did
Uh,
you plan to? Yeah.
that's a good question. Well, first of all, growing up in Manchester, yeah, I like at the time I didn't know any different, but looking back, like I wouldn't move back to Manchester now, but
Okay.
maybe you feel the same when you go back to London. It's like
Yeah.
I love visiting
Mhm.
Manchester, and I think it's
Yeah.
a great city. And there was always a lot to do. Like when I was a teenager, I went to a lot of gigs, because obviously it's quite big on like with the music scene, and there was
Okay.
always um, new restaurants opening and things like that. So
Yeah.
as a teenager, I quite enjoyed it.
Right.
But my parents live a little bit out of the city, so
Okay.
in near Stockport. If you've heard of
Oh,
Stockport,
I've heard of it, but I haven't been there.
yeah, I feel like I mean it's okay.
Yeah.
But then
Okay.
but near to Stockport, because it's also quite a big area. There's a lot of
Mm.
nice nature and like National Trust places and parks. So growing up, I went. We did a lot of outdoorsy things because we have a
Right.
dog. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was nice.
Mm.
But yeah, and then oh yeah, about being a teacher. uh,
Yeah.
no, I actually like funnily enough, my mom always said it to me like, "Oh, you're great with your cousins, younger cousins, because I have
Right.
many, and
Okay.
your younger brothers." Like she said that I'd make like a good teacher, but I was never
Okay.
into the idea as a
I
teenager.
see. Yeah.
So I actually studied law
Mm.
originally
Right.
in Nottingham.
I
And
see.
then it wasn't until so I graduated and worked at a law firm, and then I realized that was not for me at all.
All
Um,
right.
because it's quite difficult to decide what you want to do when you're like
Mm.
16. It's a lot
Yeah, that's
to,
true.
yeah. it's a weird time in your life, and then the
Yeah.
college, or when you're doing your A levels, if you choose to do that route, like they're like, yeah, what do you want to be? You're like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And there
Yeah,
seems to be so much to choose from. It's like difficult to
yeah,
kind of decide. Yeah. So
yeah,
I think
exactly.
often it's not till you actually do your degree that you think, oh, this might be for me. And then even after that, like, we change our minds and yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I see.
and
So was that like after that, did you put law behind you and did you decide that you didn't want to pursue that? Yeah.
yeah. So at first, I was just like putting it on the back burner a little bit because I thought
Mm.
maybe I needed to grow up a little bit.
Okay.
So I moved to China when I was 22, I think. Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
And the plan was just to go to China for a year, try to learn some Mandarin, and I got a job as an English teacher. And then that's when I realized, like, pretty quickly, like, oh, I quite enjoy this, especially working with like young learners. And I was like, it's really fun, and
Yeah.
I kind of learned through doing, like how to teach and stuff. And then
Yeah.
I went back to the UK to do my PGC.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what I've done. But now I'm just freelance teaching at the moment.
Oh, I see. So I just wondered what was it about China that appealed to you more than other countries that you thought about? Yeah. Was it
So
the culture? Was it, yeah?
well, the culture is amazing, and that's definitely why I
Mm.
stayed, because it's such a wonderful country. But
Mhm.
originally, it was actually a funny story, because a friend of mine who was also studying law, but she was a year behind me. So
Okay.
she was still at university. And then she came to me one day at dinner and was like,
Yeah.
so I think we should go to China next year. And I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Because someone had gone to her university and done like a presentation about native English speakers teaching in China. And I think it's still really common and easy to get a job as well. But at this time, it was really easy to get a job without teaching qualifications
Right.
and stuff. So she liked the idea and was
Yeah.
like, oh, Molly will do this with me. So I was like,
Yeah.
I was, I wasn't really enjoying life in Manchester at that point. I didn't like the law firm. So I just said like, oh, you know what, let's do it. And we both started the application, and then she was getting stressed with her final year of uni. So she pulled out, and I just continued and did it,
Yeah.
finished it by myself. So it wasn't necessarily
Yeah.
China itself. It was just the
Yeah.
opportunity at the time,
Right.
I think.
I see. Yeah. And I'm sure, Molly, with being on Camberlin, you probably have.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have many? Because I'm thinking it's a different time zone now, isn't it? Like you're in Europe now. So do you have
Yes.
many students from China? Because I'm sure they love hearing about your experiences and yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to chat to Chinese people. So yeah, actually I do. So yeah, just before our chat, I had a student from Wuxi in China. So I think European morning time, it's like their late afternoon.
Oh, I see.
So, but I think you and China, you're on the same time zone, right?
Yeah, China's
Yeah,
just 1 year. Oh, well, sorry, 1 year, 1 hour
1 year.
ahead of.
It's
Yeah,
like, I mean,
it's a
it
long
feels like
time.
1 year ahead. So,
Exactly, one hour ahead of us, and Japan is 2 hours ahead. So yeah, most of my
okay.
students are Chinese or Japanese or from like Saudi Arabia and places like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
I get a lot of students from Saudi Arabia, which is nice because
yeah,
I really enjoy Camberley in that way, because I chat to people from countries that I don't know much about or haven't interacted with people from there. So it's really nice to like broaden the horizons and like
yeah,
chat to
exactly.
people. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I saw from your profile that you know Mandarin Chinese. So did you go there
Yeah.
and learn it? And how did you feel that helped you to like integrate into the society? So
Definitely very useful, as you know, like any
mm,
language. But yeah, I think
mm,
I got to definitely learn and understand more about the culture, because uh, obviously Chinese culture and British culture are very different.
mm,
And it definitely helped to build a bit of a bridge. And I made some Chinese friends.
mm,
Um, and like we would speak some, like depending on the person, we would speak Chinese or English, but
Yeah.
it just helped to bridge that gap, being from
Right.
two completely different backgrounds and
I
cultures.
see. Yes.
And I loved learning the language, actually, because that is part of the reason I stayed, because I stayed almost 6 years in the end. So it was like, well, you know, to my mom's dismay, it was like, because it was, yeah, supposed to be 1 year, and then I decided to move to Shanghai because I'd visited a few times and it was like a really cool city.
Yeah.
And I could enroll in like really affordable courses at university. So I enrolled at university in Shanghai my second year, and I stayed at the uni for 2 years doing Mandarin. And then when I finished that program, because it's so hard. So like I feel like with a European language, 2 years intensive at university is enough, but for Chinese, no. So then I got like a private language teacher for a couple of years. So yeah, but I really enjoyed learning Mandarin, and I don't speak it much now, but when I have the opportunity, it's nice.
That's amazing. And now you're still in touch with the friends that you made in China.
Yeah, most of them, like from the foreign community and also from the local community as well.
Right, I see. So I've heard from some students that Shanghai is very modern and it's like a kind of bustling city. Yes, was that your experience as well? Did you find it was like
really modern, cosmopolitan, and very international? And I think it was becoming more and more international, like as time went on. But I know during coronavirus, a lot of expats and people left because it was like quite a challenging time. But then friends that still live there have told me that it started to like pick up again, because I guess with all the expats leaving, especially in the teaching world, there loads of job vacancies opened and great opportunities. So I think they had another influx of international people like going over there.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got really fond memories of that.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is it the same in Bangkok? Is it quite international?
It is. Yeah, there are
Yes,
many
I
expats.
imagine. Yeah.
Yes, but where we live, we kind of live a little bit outside the city. So in our area, there aren't so many, but so there are some that like Thai people who have married like people from Europe, and so it's kind of like that. But I think if you go into the middle of the city, there's lots of tourists and lots of expats and people like us who've like here for a few years and then maybe they go back. So it's very similar.
No, it'd be cool. I love Thailand in general. Like, it's great.
It's really good. We love it here as well. So after that, Molly, what did you do? So you went back to did you do your PGCE in London or was it in Manchester?
So the university was Sheffield, and so I did the IPGC. So it was how it works is like, so it's mostly online, and you have like online seminars, and you can do it part-time. And so I moved back to Europe to be closer to family, but I moved to Spain because I'd made a lot of Spanish friends, and I feel like British people, we love Spain, right? It's like loads of Brits just they're like, oh, I'll go to Spain.
I think it's the weather and the lifestyle.
Love it. And the nice food and stuff. So I'd always wanted to learn Spanish because of my Spanish friends, and I had one of my best friends is from Chile. So like I was like, okay, I'll go to Spain, work in a school. I got a job in a school and they would support me through my PGC. And basically the university sends people to observe you, and it like works like that. But because it was coronavirus, they couldn't send people to observe me. So in the end, my course was very, very remote because it had to be. So I had to send like class. Luckily, I had class observation videos from before the restrictions and quarantine came in. So yeah, I ended up doing my the whole degree from Spain in the end.
Oh, I see.
That was
Wow.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And for people who don't know about the PGCE, like, did you do the 1-year course or the 2-year? And how would you
Yes.
explain what it is? Yeah.
So I did the 1-year course. And so originally so I actually considered teaching just before I moved to China, I remember. So I actually applied for the PGCE, but I got rejected because my degree was law with psychology. And they said it didn't relate enough to like primary school education. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, if anyone wants to apply for the PGCE for primary school, you need a background that links. So maybe English language as your degree, or youth studies, or something like that. Because they told me I'd have to do like another bachelor's in education or something. So I was like, well, I'm not going to do that.
Oh yeah, that'll be another 3 years. And
I was like, okay, let's. So I reconsidered. But then when I applied the second time, because I'd been teaching for 5 years, and I redid my application, and I'd also done some volunteer youth work in Manchester and mentoring young people. So with all that experience, they accepted me.
I see.
So yeah, people who apply, you might need some background in education or with young people. Yeah.
Okay. So that was primary school teaching, is that right? Until like 3 to 11 years or 12 years. Yeah.
Yes. So that was what my degree was like. Now I have a couple of students in Germany who are a bit older, and you kind of like tutoring, and you kind of like adapt to it. Like, do you also teach kids, or is it adults?
So when I started on Cambly 3 years ago, I was teaching children as well.
Yeah, Cambly kids. So
I remember I think my youngest was a 3-year-old, and I remember singing nursery rhymes and really cute, and doing shapes, and they often have like a parent next to them to like guide them as well. Yeah, exactly. But as time went on, I started teaching adults, and now I just feel that I'm happier teaching adults. I don't know what it is. I think just in terms of the connection, or just having they have their goals and they know exactly what they want to learn, and I just feel it's just I just get more from it, and maybe hopefully they get something back as well.
You're not singing nursery rhymes.
Exactly. So I've got my boys at home, so I feel like I've done that a bit as well.
Exactly. And how old are your sons? You have 2 sons.
So they've grown up now. So they're 14, 15 and 25.
Wow.
And my 25-year-old son, he went to Nottingham as well.
Really? Did he like it? Did he like the city and stuff?
Oh, he loved it. And now he's back. He's actually living with my parents at the moment in Hertfordshire.
In St. Albans.
And he always talks fondly about like Nottingham and what a great city it is, because it's a university city as well, isn't it? It's got
very student focused.
Exactly. So he did computer science. It was like a 3-year program as well. And I think the student years are like the best years, aren't they? Like,
so much fun. Like
carefree.
Remember.
No responsibilities, and it's great. So now you're in Spain, Molly. So are you also doing other work apart from Cambly as well? Are you teaching in schools or?
So a mix of things. So now I'm in Germany. So I left Spain and came. And I love Berlin as a city. Again, very international. It reminds me in some ways of Shanghai, in that just like it's like a big community of people from all over the world. So so I teach on Cambly pretty regularly, and I have like regular students, which I quite like. I'm mostly kids, and they'll do like 2 classes every week, but then occasionally I have new students, we meet new people as well. And then I work for a company in Beijing, and I work with them for like just 2 hours per day. Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoons, like German time, I tutor English mostly. Like I have a couple of maths students as well. Yeah. And then
Okay.
so
That's
some
amazing. So you're
face-to-face
doing a
stuff.
few different things. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah, that's
variety.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. And then, so now you're in Berlin. So was that something that you already decided that you wanted to do, or did you just like, was it friends that inspired
Yeah.
you to go there, or how did you end up in Germany?
Yeah, no, I definitely never planned to move to Germany. It was like after COVID and I finished my degree, I was applying for international school teaching jobs. Kind of like I worked in Shanghai, and in Spain, the salary was quite low. And I think particularly after COVID, a lot of, I think like everywhere, but I noticed it a lot with Spain. Obviously the economy wasn't great, and just salaries in general were not great. And my partner at that time was a chef, and the salaries for chefs dropped because of, like the food and beverage industry was suffering because of COVID.
Right.
So we just kind of said, okay, like where can we go that's not super expensive like the UK, but
Right.
we can find more secure jobs than in Spain. So we chose Berlin because we had two friends here, and the two friends they're still here, and now I've been here like 5 years. So
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And like I've been to Hamburg, but I haven't been to Berlin. So what would you say is kind of similar to the UK, and what's different in the German culture? Yeah.
I think I was talking about this to my friend yesterday, like about how it's so dramatically different in terms of like UK versus China and probably Thailand, that it was really easy to make friends in Shanghai, because I feel like people that weren't Chinese kind of stuck together just because maybe they didn't speak the language yet, and it was just such a different culture. Whereas in Germany, people integrate more. Like I have a lot of German friends, and loads of my friends have German partners, and it's more integrated, because I would say the cultures are a lot more similar. But I would say for sure in the UK, we're definitely less serious.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Sense of humor is different. That's cultural difference. Sometimes, like maybe I'll tell a joke with my German friends, and they're like, "What?"
I see. Right. So that's
this is like a really small difference sometimes that I notice.
Yes.
And it's definitely, the cost of living is cheaper than the UK.
Yeah.
Like it's going up, but I think it's going up everywhere.
Right. Yes, that's true. So do you think that Germany is a place where you could easily kind of settle for many years? Yeah, is it somewhere that you?
I think so. I love Berlin as a city. And right now, I've been here 5 years, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. I like how open-minded Berlin is. And I love my students that I have face to face, and the parents of the students are so nice, which makes such a difference when like the family is really lovely and everything. And it's there's so much going on in the city, like history and culture and art galleries and food. So right now I'm gonna stay.
That's amazing. So it's really lively. There's a lot to do. Yeah. And do you live with friends, or do you live alone? Or
so I live on my own. So when I moved, I was with a partner, and then so we broke up, and then it was actually the first time I'd lived on my own, but I didn't want to do any like shared housing,
right?
Because you hear horror stories about it, but you also hear nice stories where people make friends for life. But I was like, no, I'm in my 30s, so I have a cute apartment that I like.
Oh, that's so nice. It's good because you have your own space. If you want to see friends, you can see them. That's great. Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. And how often do you go back to the UK? Because it's very close, isn't it? It's like an hour by flight. Yeah,
Yeah, so
hours
close,
flight.
and it can be
Yeah,
really cheap. I would
yeah,
say a couple of times a year, usually for Christmas, and then I go back for occasions. And because I can do a lot of remote work, sometimes
yeah.
I'll go back for like 2 weeks or something.
Mhm.
So I would say 3 to 4 times a year, and then
Yeah,
my parents usually come twice, which
yeah.
is nice. And then my
Mhm.
brothers don't come enough.
Okay.
And then my friends come a lot from my
Wow.
Manchester friends. So
Mm.
yeah, it's really nice to be
Yeah.
close in that sense. Yeah.
That's great. So in terms of your family, Molly, have you got, so how many brothers do you have? And do you have any sisters or just?
Two brothers. No, I always wanted a sister, but
Okay.
no, just two
Yeah.
brothers.
Yes, I'm the other way. I've got no brothers, but I've got one sister
Ah,
who's just like
okay.
a year older than me. Yeah, so it's
Oh,
just the
that's
two of
nice.
us.
Are
Yeah,
you close because of the
yeah.
age gap?
Yeah, I would say we're close, but then obviously, like with the distance, like there's so much
It's
time
hard.
between us. Yeah, it's kind of like we don't see each other much. So I think that affects the
Yeah, for
relationship
sure.
in some
Yeah.
ways. Yeah. So it's just a matter of making more effort to keep in touch, I guess, like
Yes.
video calls and kind of, checking in with each other on WhatsApp and things like that. So
Yeah. Because I
yeah,
think
that's
with the time difference, it can be tricky.
yeah.
I felt like I was losing touch with some people when I was in China. And
Yes,
then now I'm in
exactly.
Europe, my friends in China, we
Yeah.
definitely don't have as much contact because the
Yeah.
time difference for sure affects that, I think.
That's the thing. So I have like a really good friend, like one of my best friends who is a teacher herself in
Mhm.
London. So when she's driving to work at 6 a.m., she'll
Yeah,
call me. Then it's like 1 p.m. here, which is
that's nice.
perfect time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least we just have like a 15 or 20-minute chat while she's going to work. So I
Mm.
think, yeah, when you're far away, you have to like really make an effort, don't you, to keep the relationship
Exactly. And
going.
organize your time around it
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
that's it, because it's very easy to just drift, isn't it? Drift apart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
great. So, Molly, in terms of like the new year, do you have any like goals or things that you'd like to do for this year?
Yes, so my main focus at the moment is to get my B1 German, which is really bad that I don't already have it after 5 years.
Oh,
Because I think originally when we moved here, we were like, okay, we'll go to Berlin until COVID blows
yeah.
over. So I
Okay.
didn't start learning right away. So I'm
Yeah.
going to do my B1 exam soon, and then hopefully the
Okay.
B2 as well. So that's my
Yeah.
big focus at the moment.
Right. And how is German as a language? So obviously you've learned Mandarin Chinese, which was quite challenging. It sounds
Yeah,
like. Would you
yeah.
say compared to that, it's easier, or what do you
It's
think?
different. Like, so the
Yeah.
challenge, the thing I found most challenging with Mandarin was the characters,
Yeah.
and memorizing those for the exam.
Okay.
Whereas
Yeah.
obviously in German uses like the same alphabet as English.
Yeah.
But I find the grammar a lot more difficult in German than in Chinese.
Okay.
So this is where I have
Yeah.
issues, like with all the different cases and the three genders, and sentence structures are very different to English.
I
So
see. Yeah.
I have had my struggles,
Yeah.
and I like give up and start studying again and stuff. So
Right. So you're already a polyglot. Like, is that what they say, isn't it? Many person that
yeah,
knows many
I guess I
languages.
never thought about it.
That's amazing. Wow. So we've almost finished now and it's the weekend.
Yeah,
So what do you have planned?
yeah.
Are you having a quiet weekend or are you planning to go out later? Yeah.
I'm going to. So it's been snowing here like every day. So me and my cousin
Yeah.
lives here, so we're gonna go sledging,
Mm.
the adults that we are.
Sounds
And then yeah,
amazing.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
see some friends, but
Amazing.
quite chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
relaxed
sounds
weekend.
great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I saw from your profile that you're quite active. You like hiking and cycling and things like that as well. Yeah, that's
Yes.
great.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And
Amazing.
like a typical thing, like German people love hiking as well, going for
Really.
walks. So when I tell
Oh,
German people, they're like, "Oh, great, great."
yeah. So thank you so much, Molly. It's been so lovely to talk to
Thank you,
you.
Neetu.
Thanks for your, yeah.
You too.
Okay.
Have a nice
Have a great
weekend.
day. You too. Bye
Bye.
bye.